Today, we are giving away a full set of Snipe Lights to train with. If you haven't heard of these yet, make sure to listen because this is going to be a major holiday item this year, and we're giving one away. So grab the secret code within the episode and enter it at hockeywraparound.com, and we will announce the winners next week. Welcome back to the Wraparound Roundtable. Hey guys, it's another edition of the Wraparound Roundtable. You know how it goes. It's innovative hockey people and products to give away in about 10 minutes. Today is super innovative, so make sure you keep listening. And remember, head over to hockeywraparound.com right now to enter in. Once you get the code word, which is going to be at the top of the screen here, you can fast forward if you want. But listen, because today's hockey friend is Ben Dolgin-Gardner. He is the creator of Snipe Lights, which is a groundbreaking target system for your hockey net that really gamifies shooting. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have used it. I love it, and it gets the highest praise I give hockey products like this, which is I wish I had this when I was a kid. So enter in now, get one for your kid, or if you are a kid, you can enter in it by the end of the episode. Ben, we're excited to have you here today. Thanks for joining us on the Roundtable.
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. So first quick question, man, is why did you create Snipe Lights? What was the thought process, and what's your goal with it?
So for fun. I mean, it's a game, and when you're training, there's cones and there's stick stuff, and that's cool. It's just sedentary though. If you have something that's directing you, it's a little bit more engaging, action packed, and when you add level of competition, then you get people coming back for more. So I love hockey. I have a background in product engineering. Product development, manufacturing. I've been doing it since 2004. And it was just a combination of loving hockey and knowing how to make a product.
Well, look, you've made a hockey product that I love. And I'll tell you why, because shooting targets are not exactly a new idea, but the way you've incorporated technology into these targets, into your phone, and I said it in the open, gamified shooting. I can tell you right now, I've been downstairs with my son and daughter. I have watched them compete against each other. They have asked me to compete. It's a lot of fun. So tell the audience, again, more than I just said, what's unique about Snipe Lights and why would our listeners want it in their homes?
Well, if you go back a few years in people's homes, I guess if you wanted to play a hockey video game, you'd use a game controller. There were other video games that are a little bit more active, like with Wii, with the running pads. Golf has a lot of great video games as well. Sometimes you need a room for that, though. Hockey didn't really have that, and I think getting people off a couch and into a shooting lane is good for them, and it's fun. So anyway, I thought that would be a great way to motivate people to be active and do a sport they love. There are other products on the market now that are similar. A couple of things that differentiate Snipe Lights. We have an update that just came out.
It's awesome, by the way. I want to get into this. Go ahead.
Thank you. So with shooting targets, generally people have a pile of pucks. They take a puck, they shoot the target. But in games, you're skating with the puck, someone's passing you the puck, and you're taking a shot. And so the skating stuff was above my head and how to integrate that. But the passing, I figured, look, if we could make intelligent targets, we can make intelligent passers. So now the update, it's an accessory that goes on any passer. It doesn't matter the brand. If you already have it, it's fine. You don't need to buy a new passer. And it's a light box that goes on top of the passer, and it lights up. And instead of starting the game with just taking from a pile, now you take from the pile, but you pass, you receive, and then you shoot just like a real game. So I think you don't have to use it. It's an option, but I think having that option just brings Snipe Lights one level closer to reality.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I just wanted to say, like, just using this with my kids with this update, there's a few things, right? There's the passer option, which you just talked about, which, again, you have to have your heads up. We're always talking about heads up hockey in sport. There's a lot of great training aids out there where your head is down. You have got to have your head up. You have got to be paying attention to the lights. And again, it's not just one game here. This is another cool thing about the product. It's not as simple as, oh, it lights up when I shoot. There's different variations of this game where 2 colors and another color may show up and you have to hit the one that's not the same color. There's timed games. There are games where you get the muscle memory. My kid loves that one where you're just going for the same target over and over and over again. There's 1 player, there's 2 players, there's music and sound effects that you can select on this thing. And I'll tell you what, my kids love doing that part of it. But the thing that I noticed as a hockey dad and as a coach, my kid was shooting for the top right one day, and he was hitting the top right of the net every single time. What's funny is he wasn't hitting the target every single time, but he didn't even realize that you're sniping top right every single time. It's just not as direct. So as a training aid, this thing has been really valuable to my kids, and it's done it in the right way in terms of gamification. They don't even realize they're quote unquote training or doing muscle memory. One of the hardest things to get a kid to do as a coach, especially when they're younger, is muscle memory building, because they don't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. Right. This kind of solved that problem for me, man. We do that game and he wants to do it, and it doesn't do it perfectly. He wants to do it again. And I can go on forever. Obviously it's time. There's leaderboards. Update with the passer. You've really created an at-home training solution that not only is really well worth the money for what you're getting, but it is improving the skill sets of my children. And you know, I'd like to think I'm an okay shooter, but I like playing with it too.
Oh, it's very little to lose. It's cheaper than, you know, a lot of new sticks now, and it lasts a long, long time. We have people in training centers shooting weighted pucks at it, and it still lasts. So durability is one of the other
That's an awesome point.
Things that differentiate Snipe Lights from some of the other products that are similar. Yeah, I mean, we have NHLers with their kids shooting on it. We have training centers shooting on it, and it's just everyone's impressed with the quality. Another thing is the audio that you mentioned. You know, this is the whole idea of gamification. It's not just like beat your best time, but it's also entertainment. It's multimedia, and we want positive reinforcement. So when someone hits a target, they can choose, you know, if it's an air horn or if it's glass breaking.
My kid likes the glass breaking. They both like that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's fun. And then when you get a high score, there's also another sound. You know, when you were little and you were playing simple video games. Okay. Well, when I was little, and yeah, it was just like ding, 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 ding. So now you get the high score, boom, 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 boom. Anyway, that makes people happy and it's fun. We're adding more statistics, so like more user statistics into the app. Yeah, so I mean, I think those are the main things. Oh, there's another thing. Sorry, you can play without the app as well. You don't need to use the app, and we have a couple games embedded in the system. And there are 2 games that are specifically for training sessions or scrimmages, and those are not timed games. Those are not games you hit a certain score. Those are games that, like, if you don't have a goalie in net, or maybe even if you do, and you want people to shoot with precision or focus on a certain kind of shot, those targets, they'll go indefinitely, and they'll be there for full practice your whole game, and the targets last for over 10 hours on one charge. So yeah.
Yeah, you really have thought of everything with this. I'm going to say it again. It's a pretty amazing product. It's a pretty amazing game. And I said it in the open. I wish I had this as a kid. When I hear myself say that, I typically think this is something that we want to have in our homes. And listen, we're going to keep this conversation going with Ben here in a second. But for those of you that have to get somewhere, which is most of you, let's get into what the code is. So again, we are giving away a set of Snipe Lights. This is it. That's what you win. It's a big giveaway. Ben, we always let people in your position pick the giveaway word. What is the code word they need to enter in at hockeywraparound.com to enter in this giveaway?
So Lee, I thought about this for a while, and I wanted to keep it simple. We're going to go with Snipe Lights.
Snipe Lights. Okay, you people at home, we can't mess this one up. Yeah, the Snipe Lights. SNIPELIGHTS. Snipe Lights. Head over to hockeywraparound.com right now. Go to the giveaway. It'll be clearly listed on the website. Type in Snipe Lights, filling out the information. You're entered in for that giveaway. Also, we will clearly give bonus points to anybody who comments on this video wherever you're watching it or on the page of why you want this for your home. What is your little hockey story, and why should you have Snipe Lights in your house or with your team?
Or community?
Yeah. Tell us your story. We love hearing that stuff. Ben, I want to keep moving on here, though. For those of you who went and entered, pause. Come on back. We like it here at the Hockey Wraparound Roundtable. And Ben, tell me about your team. Like, so again, this show is really to celebrate the small hockey businesses, the independent hockey businesses. It was born from a little bit of our disdain for some larger companies, maybe trying to take some ideas from other people. So tell us about your team. I know it's small, and how this type of stuff supports you.
So I had a background in product development and manufacturing. And so I had that network in place. I still have a small office in China. Our typical projects are custom Android hardware, generally for commercial, industrial, medical purposes, non-mainstream purposes. A lot of the same theories behind that kind of development, a lot of the same technology is applicable here. So I was able to leverage my office and network in China for a lot of the hardware engineering. A lot of the other contributors are contractors, such as you need a designer, a UI designer for the internet and the app. You need programmers, you need marketing people. Sometimes you need people for the website. So the team is really around the world, everywhere from Europe to Asia to North America. And we have people in the US and Canada that are involved as well, actively. Small company and using resources from the right places, from the right sources.
No, I love it. And like, that's one of the reasons I love doing this show, because so many of the people that we interview, they're passion products, right? They have another job, they have another layer of expertise, but they love hockey so much, they find a way to pull the thread from one job and start sewing into another one. And I think that's amazing. I think that entrepreneurial heartbeat is something that's really special, not just about, North America, but in our community as well. Everybody wants to try and improve the game. Ben, to close this out, I always ask, do you have any inspirational or inspiring quotes or thoughts that you can share with the audience, especially the kids who are listening that are trying to become better hockey players?
I mean, I think have fun with it. I know it can get stressful at times. The competition, it sometimes drives people and it sometimes drives people crazy. But as much as possible, not just with hockey, but with what you do, with what I do, the reason I'm doing this is because of the fun. And I hope the reason you use this as a training device as opposed to something else is because you find it more fun and obviously effective. So yeah, keep it positive. Try to pursue the things that interest you most. And yeah, that's it.
It's great advice. And what I love about your advice, keep having fun. You've created something that makes hockey really, really fun, right? It creates that competitive atmosphere. I can't stress enough how fun it is when you're breaking glass by hitting the targets and then the horn goes off. And you mentioned this, I forgot. Then there's like the high score sound, which can be a lot of different things, right? So just customizing your own little hockey experience at home. This is a special product, my friends. I really hope you dive in on this one. So again, hockeywraparound.com to enter the code aptly, Snipe Lights. Put it in at hockeywraparound.com and make sure you check this product out. I'm going to say it again. This is going to be a really hot holiday item this year. So you're going to jump on the giveaway ahead of time. And if you do, even if you don't win, you might get yourself a nice little discount moving forward. So Ben, thanks so much for joining us today on the Wraparound Roundtable. You've been awesome. And I want to thank you for your contribution to the hockey world because it's a fun one.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. Look forward to continuing.
All right. This giveaway is active for 1 week from the time this is posted. Make sure you go again, hockeywraparound.com, put in the code Snipe Lights, comment below on this post or on the website why you, your team, your community can benefit from having a Snipe Light system at home. We'll talk to you next time on the Wraparound Roundtable, everybody. Take care.
Bye.